So first of all, what happened? HNS team started studying our processes. So basically, what happens? We have a weaving unit. So from weaving the fabric, so yarn goes there, the fabric gets manufactured, and then comes to our unit. Then it's taken inward. Then there's a mill for RFD. Then gray goes into the RFD fabric. Then it comes again to our process.
That is your own mill.
Own mill,
right?
Or a job work. Both.
Okay.
Both is off. Both happens.
Okay. Right.
Then it comes inward. Then again QC is done.
Right.
So first process when it comes in gray, then a QC is done, dispatch. RFD, then it comes, QC is done, then dispatch into embroidery, print, dyed, whatever or RFD sale itself. So that's the process.
Right.
So all except gray, when the RFD comes inward, the QC is done,
right.
And then the barcode is stuck on each and every
taka.
So taka is basically the lot.
Yeah, the basic 100 meters something or something which you call it taka, right?
Yeah.
So this taka, so each and everything you are barcoding it, right? Very actively and very, I would say religiously.
Yes, everything is being done and barcode is being followed. So I don't have to do anything. Not even a single second I have to put into that. They have understood that it's gone on automation.
Automation.
So then the barcode is there. Then there's nothing needs to be done. So supposedly 1,000 meters, like 10 takas. 10 lumps need to be transferred for printing.
Right.
So the printing division issues the order. From the sales order they get sales. So their division, multiple divisions, print, embroidery, dye. We take it that way.
Right.
So print division gets the order. They issue the job work order to the RFD department.
Right.
The RFD department takes it. They use the gun on the taka and then issue it to the mill.
Right.
Goes in the mill.
All that is completely automated. Completely automated through QR codes.
No entries need to be
done. Through QR codes and
yes.
everything. Right. Okay.
Within if 10 lumps, it just takes 30 seconds to minutes.
Okay.
That's it. So it's not so much. They can do 100 lumps also in a half an hour also easily. That's how easy. If it's available in front.
That's the speed of the.
If it's available in front, that's easy. That's how easy it is right now. And it's working flawlessly. There's no bug or something that we are facing. Initially itself. So I'll need to tell that initially itself we did plan. Before implementation only we planned that how it needs to go.
You must be having a huge number of takas, inventories and all that.
Also watching the video, I kindly invite you. Come and see the stock which I carry on my...
I remember when you started with the stock taking.
Exactly.
And I believe it took 6 months or something for you
So it took us around 4 to 5 months, and that also we didn't finish.
We had
to stop 70-75%, and then 25% we had to enter
as a simple single
taka.
So as an amount, and then when you are
when I'm consuming, so from that it gets used. But I wanted that the entire stock gets finalized
systematically.
This is it. This is how much the stock we have. There is no variation in it, because in textile industry, stock is something very crucial.
Very critical.
Till a point you are handling it personally, you can see it in front of you, that you can manage. The moment you grow, you need those numbers on a real time. And if you don't have taka system, then it won't be possible to do it on a real time basis. Maybe you tell your team to get it, then next day they'll check they'll be free or not.
By that
and then
charm is lost.
And then they'll give you approximate itna hai, this much is there, these are the. So if you feel like growing, and some people are content with a certain.
Not just growing. Actually, I remember the stock that you were taking. There were so many taka that no one knew existed. So there's no crack of that.
Exactly.
So even if you shrink the dead stock, you are the huge net profit that you are actually getting out.
That is all the profits that has went on to.
That's right.
So we couldn't take. So what has happened is we couldn't take the decision in the real time. So that is the result of this. So now all has come on board. So for us, that has become easier to take decisions.
That's right. I think you started the ordering also using tablets and that
so
you provided. That's what I heard my team
the pre-ordering system
that,
and tablets. It was obviously done specially by you for us. And we started taking pre-orders on the tour itself.
While they were on tour. So before that, before they could come, you started dispatching
already
them also.
processes
Processing them.
And right now 50-60% we are already doing it in that way.
Okay.
For 30-40 scenarios, we are still following the older method because for them also it's a huge change. So gradually and slowly and gradually, at least they shifted to 50%. What needs to be all manual has shifted to at least 50% of reordering from the tablet itself. So as I informed, these inward outward happens and orders come into all the departments, and then it's been passed on to RFD or whichever department the raw material is required for the processing of the method of the value addition, and it goes to that unit, then comes. So like for embroidery, if I'm sending it for job work to it, so the order gets cut in the embroidery department, then the job order is being cut, then the job order automatically shows at the RFD department if the RFD needs to be issued to some job worker. Then the RFD, they get the pendings, then they call the job worker, they come, they pick it up, they go, they do their value additions, and then they put it, like they deliver in the other department, the embroidery department, they receive it, you see it, and then automatically the backend is, then they don't need to see which customer or anything, it automatically comes, the QC is done, barcode is stuck, and dispatch.
So you have, I think, multiple value additions also, right?
Yeah.
So you send to one, receive from there, then send to another. So all that you are able to track, the entire
every single thing is
all the processes being tracked completely. So you get a single point dashboard where you can see all my processes and all that.
So what used to happen was the amount of transactions that we used to. So like what embroidery I've done. So in the embroidery, what happens is like the order comes. So there's a dyed piece that on which the embroidery needs to be done. So that goes into my dyeing department. Then the order received by dyeing department. Then he makes a new order on that same order to RFD because that piece is not ready with him, so he needs to get it dyed for the specific order.
For processing. So that based on the sales order, you do the processing.
So there's the linking. So we sale order, job order, then there's a new multi-job order against this, which issues the RFD. When he receives it, directly, if this is supposed to be go to this X job worker, then automatically gets printed to X job worker. He doesn't need to use his brain. Does the cutting QC, then stick, dispatch to that job worker. And then job worker sends it directly to the embroidery department.
So this entire complex process, right? So these guys are now able to handle it smoothly. Do they run to you coming ke bhai are yaar ye kaise karne ka kya?
Now the software issues have gone and now I'm struggling. So now the new challenges are on the staff level, not on the software level. Software is doing its job perfectly fine. There are always room to grow because it's something, it's a continuous improvement. We have to continuously grow to survive this environment. But overall, it's taken over what all the loopholes we had. Loopholes have been filled up, and we are getting all the information what we require currently in real time.
On real time.